Happy Mental Health Awareness Month from the team behind Is There More, powered by Dialogue Life Skills. If there's one thing I've learned this year, it's that better relationships are the key to improved mental health, and Dialogue teaches you how to have both. And speaking of relationships, today's guest is Cathy Applefeld Olson, someone I've been building a relationship with for 3 years. She's the founder of Hollywood in Mind, the entertainment industry's first mental health coalition. And she's excited to share more about bringing together A-list celebrities and hometown heroes to champion mental health solutions for all. Welcome, Cathy Applefeld Olson. What's up, Cathy?
Hi.
How
Hi.
are you?
I'm
Good to
good.
see
I'm getting
you.
excited.
I know, for the summit, right?
Yep.
What?
We are. Wow, we're right in the countdown coming up on Friday, May 9th. We're returning to UTA.
Hey.
UTA is now coming in for the third year as our founding event partner. And I have spent all day on the phone with our speakers doing our prep calls. We do a lot of prep before the summit. And I feel like I say this every year, but I am totally blown away by the speakers, by the topics. It's just going to be an incredible day. So I'm Cathy Applefeld Olson. I am the founder of Hollywood in Mind. Hollywood in Mind is a venture that really needed to happen. My background is as an entertainment journalist, and Hollywood in Mind sits in this very unique space, bridging the entertainment, sports, media industries and people of influence and the mental health sector to amplify out into the culture as well as take care of the people in the industry. We look at both sides of a very interconnected coin. People of influence, actors and musicians and celebrities, they have the attention of the world like no one else, right? They're able to do that, break stigma and spur action. We also very equally flip that coin over and we look deeply into the mental well-being of the people in these industries. So that's kind of our secret sauce. That's the lens that we put on all of our conversations and our events.
I think I might have been to all of your events, most of them at least.
Which is
And
amazing.
yes, and I can definitely say that you accomplished those goals. You have a background in journalism, so
Mm-hmm.
you probably saw a lot of things in the industry. And can you tell me a little bit about how that informed you to start this coalition? What is your personal why or reason for starting Hollywood in Mind?
Yeah, great question. So certainly, as a decades-long entertainment journalist, it was pretty much always when the recorder was off, when we were finished our conversation, when we went off the record, I would end up having a conversation around mental health with a lot of the musicians and the talent that I would talk to, as well as executives in the industry. But it was more often the talent. There was a time when that really wasn't talked about at all. Things started to change, maybe 5, 6 years ago. Then we hit COVID and that door really kind of opened. We're never about pushing anyone to share their mental health story. But when those people want to do that, or, industries want to come in and do that and work with us, we're all about helping them leverage that. And what I found is certainly in the past, 3, 4, 5 years, more of those conversations are happening. More people are pushing that boulder up the hill, and there's more possibility for evolution. I'm seeing it happen. It's slow. There's a lot of work to be done, but it's happening.
So you kind of like to amplify the people's voices who already want to be heard in the mental health space, whether they're A-list celebrities or therapists or athletes. You kind of are there to help them connect with other people and deepen their own expression of mental health in their field.
Yeah, I mean, you definitely have been to enough of our events. You got it.
Okay. Is there
That's
more
true.
to
I
that?
mean, I've done firesides with Demi Lovato, with Marlon Wayans. We've
Yep.
had Tiffany Haddish. I did a fireside with Mike Posner at the summit last year. And yeah, everyone has their own story to tell, their own unique take. I also speak to people of influence for my Forbes column, which is called Mind Reading. And yeah, we're here to help amplify stories so that change can be affected out in the culture. help figure out where we can come in and support the mental well-being of people in the industry. These are complicated industries. They're industries that run on human capital. And I don't think I'm, speaking out of turn when I say there's a lot of help, there's a lot of opportunity, I should say, to take better care of the mental health of people, across these industries. So we bring people together. We're all about being that connective tissue between people of influence, talent, executives, advocates, mental health professionals, allies, bringing everyone together, kind of putting them in the soup and having these conversations and then really spurring action. So sometimes we're directly involved in those action steps. Sometimes we're happy to just connect people, and then some amazing collaborations have happened, have been born at our events, and we're happy to have made that introduction.
You've done a really good job of connecting people within Hollywood. What are your plans for connecting people throughout the whole US, and even maybe the world?
Okay, I'm very excited to share. I have been thinking for several years, not long after I founded Hollywood in Mind, about getting Hollywood out of Hollywood. So always going to be our home base, always going to be rooted, in that industry. But I've been wanting to take this secret sauce, what we do at our summit and our spotlight events in LA, and bring them around the country. So drum roll. Yes, we are planning a Hollywood in Mind tour. In launching in 2026 with our pilot in Nashville. You heard it here first, in October of this year. And we are going to be bringing celebrity mental health champions home to their hometown or to the town that kind of gave them their start, for conversations, for performance, as well as bringing in those local mental health heroes whose names we don't know yet, right? Like, these are the people, who's the person who's championing mental health in the education system in Nashville? Who's the person who's working with seniors? Who's the person who's dug in with the LGBTQ plus community? Who's working with teens and young adults? We're going to bring those people in, couple them with these celebrity mental health heroes, and do an event, do conversations, firesides, panels, performance, and really light these cities up. And we'll have activations. We are working on some pretty exciting partnerships. We want to, the event will be our centerpiece. And then we just kind of want to ignite these cities around mental health, because what we do know is that we're going through a period of time right now where people are feeling isolated, misunderstood. The media is telling us we don't like each other. We're having a hard time, right? But we know that there's more that we have in common. There's more connection. There's more that we can do together than apart. So we want to roll this tour through cities across the country to connect people, to come together, to, yes, bring in that A-list celebrity factor, but it's always key to us. Those names are great, but they all are really authentically connected to mental health. That's always our paradigm, and bring them into the towns that that sort of started them, or where they got their their big break, and see what we can do from there.
Yay, that's so exciting. What is your vision for the entertainment industry and where, the trajectory of that is going? And then what is your vision for, I guess, just like human mental health in general?
Wow. Well, if I had a magic wand, right?
Right.
So, entertainment industry, I spend a lot of my days talking to people in the industry, from agents and managers to, people in production companies, just across the field. And one thing I know is true is it's an industry full of good people who want to take good care of their people. They want to take care of the talent. They want to take care of each other. What is also true is that it's not necessarily their wheelhouse, right? It's not necessarily what they do. And everybody's busy, and it will either drop to the bottom of a list, or it's a line item that doesn't get a lot of attention, or again, things are changing. I think we all heard Chappell Roan's speech at the Grammys. There's a lot more conversation as younger artists are coming in, younger creatives are coming in. The creator economy is changing this. There's more conversation. There's a lot of work to be done, and I think we're at an inflection point where that work is going to start being done. And I know it because that's what we do, right? We're in the mix of all of that. So my vision is that that door starts opening wider, that more people understand that, neurodiversity is a superpower in the entertainment industry, right? We don't get the beautiful performance, the beautiful songs, like all of it without a very neurodiverse population. And we need to take really good care of them. So that's one of the sessions that we're having at the summit this year is elevating backstage care. My dream is that that elevation just like continues up through the roof. And I'm here and Hollywood in Mind is here to fully help with that.
Wow.
For all of us, I think, again, I think we're evolving. I think things are changing. I think we're realizing that all of us are on spectrums of one way or another. There's no normal. We're moving, away from dichotomies and just realizing that we're human and we're complicated and there's a lot of nuance and there's a lot of gray and it needs to all be celebrated and ways to bring us together to celebrate that, to help each other, to support each other. I am the eternal optimist. I think this is all possible. I think it's happening. I see it happen in our rooms.
Yeah.
I mean, you've been there, like the magic in these rooms, the community that we've built around Hollywood in Mind is so magical and so dynamic. And it's full of people who make big decisions. It's the whole mix. And so I feel very optimistic and I'm so passionate about this work. I couldn't be happier to be kind of sitting in the middle of this and helping in any way that I can.
And we are so thankful for you. And I'm thankful for you too, because you're right. When big name celebrities do speak up about what they're going through, I mean, that's one of the things that gave me the confidence to even go seek help in the first place was Selena Gomez's documentary, My Mind and Me.
I can't tell you how many people I talk to when people get a diagnosis or people are struggling with something, the first thing we do is Google like who's famous that has what I have or who's,
Whoa.
it's so interesting to
Wow.
talk to people like that.
Where do we get our event tickets for this Hollywood in Mind Summit?
We're coming right up on the 3rd annual Hollywood in Mind Summit. If you're able to be there, come to our website, hollywood-mind.com. You can get all kinds of information and, find out how to join us on May 9th. We also just recently launched our Instagram, which is at Hollywood And Mind. There'll be some information there on our speakers. Come join us, join our community in any way that you can. We are ready and waiting.
Let's go.
You're so good at this. You're so good.
Well, I have a really good person to watch. So
Well,
that was Cathy. She's awesome, right? I'm so lucky I get to work at the Hollywood in Mind Summit at United Talent Agency on May 9th. Be there. The ticket link is in the description below and in my Instagram bio at @IsThereMoreWorld. And Cathy announced today that we're taking Hollywood in Mind on tour. So if you're an A-list celebrity, we'd love to have you. And I cannot wait to meet all the hometown mental health heroes and bring dialogue life skills into communities all over the country. I'm Megan A Tully. This is There More? Subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell to stay updated, and please share our work with those you love. Thanks for listening.